Superman issue 24. So the issue starts off with an alien girl and she's crying because of her parents. The individual standing behind her said he wanted to save them too, and we learn that the Krug attacked and killed them. She asked him for help and the individual agrees to it. We see the parents dead in another alien's arms and there's an invasion taking place. One of the Krugs threatens them and the man is revealed as Manchester Black. And by the way, his new outfit looks so much better. I like him wearing all black instead of wearing that British t-shirt. Black kills one of the Krugs and tells the aliens that he'll teach them how to protect themselves, and of course he probably has his own selfish agenda behind this and teleports them out of there. It's revealed that the little girl alien and the older alien is Kathy and her grandfather Cobb. Cobb and his crew are having an argument about the heroes and villains invading their town, which is supposed to be their safe haven, and they want Dr. Black. The leader of the crew stops them and wants the two to return back to their home and wait further orders. Clark and Lois are in the hospital when Clark hears about tremors in Hamilton. Lois wakes up and wants Clark to find their son, and Superman flies off. Superman tears the Cobb's house and sees a robot and decides to follow it through one of its tubes until Jon shows up right behind him. He's crying and tells his father they made him watch, and when Superman asks exactly what did he watch, Black shows up as well. Superman uses laser vision on him, but Black, like a badass he is, lights a cigarette. And by the way, when he did it, like how calm he was, that's pretty sick. He launches Superman and we learn that he was able to return from that space-time stream where he was sent off to, and Black found Jon and saw something great in him and he wants to use him, and while he's doing this he bombards Superman with his telekinesis. With Jon's destruction, Crypto attacks Black and Superman starts to pound him into the ground and tells him if he wanted to he'd be dead already. Black cleans the blood from his nose and tells Superman if he could do that then Darkseid would be dead and all other villains who challenge him would be too. If Superman was a real hero he would spare no one. Black stole Jon's power and Black tells him that he'll make him even better than he was when he'll start giving his powers back. Black brings the bones of Jon's dead cat back to life, grabs Superman, and we see Robin, Batman, Frankenstein in these bubble pods, and they're being contained in it. Black reveals that he's just building up Jon's power little by little until he can bring it back and make him even stronger. But what happened was Batman and them started interfering, so they forced his hand to cage him up. Superman asks Black why doesn't he just kill him, and Black's bad response is if he does, Jon's just gonna have another martyr to look up to. Black is ready to kill a war criminal when Cobb and Kathy come to the rescue. Superman is trying to tear himself out of that black goo stuff, and Black ends up bringing Cobb down, and it looks like he's dead. This really pisses Kathy off, and she unleashes her power, but is quickly brought down by Black and his telekinesis. But Superman eventually does tear himself out, and he frees all of his friends and Frankenstein and whatever that girl's name is again, I don't remember. So now Black is surrounded, and now they're gonna fight him. So Black decides to take control of Jon, and as the heroes watch this happening, he turns Jon into this, let's just say, Black Superboy. And now Jon and these other aliens are charging towards Superman, Batman, and Frankenstein, Robin, and whatever that lady's name is. So overall, it was a really well written, solid 7.5 to 8 out of 10. We got to see what happened to Cobb and Kathy. We got some more backstory on them, which was nice. We learned that Black helped them escape, but we didn't learn about what he had offered in return, other than that safe haven. But like, he gave him it, but what was his agenda behind it? We didn't really see, because he said he saw Jon after, so it's just like, there probably is more. And the pacing was going from the flashback to Hamilton to Clark to back to Hamilton was abrupt. Like, it was kind of going all over the place. There was a random change that I didn't like of Cobb and Kathy. They went from good to bad. Well, maybe not Kathy, but Cobb for sure. From good to bad, then back to good. Like, I understand they didn't trust Black, but they still should have developed on it a bit more. So if you guys enjoyed this issue, make sure you hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe you could hit that subscribe button too, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.